Good morning. So, I just want to put a disclaimer out there. I'm not here to talk shit. I'm not here to do none of that. I am exposing my truth and I'm going to be telling you how it was being a Hooters girl. Throughout the video, I'll be posting little TikToks and pictures from my time being there. And I think I was only there maybe a year. Um, I made pretty good money. I'm not gonna go into the higher end details, like all in details, because it was like, just normal hiring. And every other girl who's made a YouTube video will tell you about the hiring. I'm not. So let's jump into it. So first thing I want to say is I'm not shitting on the company. Don't come for me. Okay. I'm not shitting on the company. I had fun working there. I met a lot of good girls, a lot of bad girls, a lot of annoying girls. Don't want any drama. I just simply want to. I've been wanting to upload this video for about 2 years now. It's been like 2.5 years or 3 years since I quit. Um, and the way I quit was traumatic. So let's get into it. So we're gonna go straight through. I'm not gonna cut it. Okay, I'm not gonna cut the video. We're just gonna go straight through. So, I got hired and immediately off the bat made friends. You are working with a lot of girls, and it is like a very high schoolish, childish, every bitch for their own type of job. So I didn't have like any friends that worked there, so I was going into it to a new job by myself, alone, and I made a few friends, which was fucking great. Okay, let me just say the friend group that I was friends with were good at the time while working there, but as soon as I quit, never heard a fucking word. And you know who you are, bitch. And so I just want to say, if you're gonna work somewhere like that, at least go in with someone. I mean, my sister interviewed with me. She got it, but she didn't just feel comfortable wearing the uniform, so she didn't go. Um, but yeah, we're gonna start with the uniform. Okay, so the uniform. Here's me in my glory. Very bad bitch, giving one of the baddest ones. Okay. Um, the uniform was cool. I didn't mind it. If you're confident, go for it. I didn't care. Um, I'm not gonna say I liked the uniform, but like in like real life, when at the time I worked there, I was a medium in everything. I could wear maybe a small crop top or tank top, maybe if that, but really a medium in everything. And I'm an oversized girl, so I wear everything large, oversized. So having to wear a small bottom and a extra small top killed it. Now I want to say when I quit, I threw my uniform in the fucking trash. I threw all my cyber belts in the trash. I threw everything in the fucking trash because of how much the place like mentally fucks you up when you quit. So uniform was cool. Um yeah. But just know you are gonna be staring at all fucking day long. So um that's uniform. Next we can talk about some of the girls. Let's go there. So initially I made a friend group, not gonna say any names. I made a couple of friends, everyone there has like a social media following. I think when I started there I had like 1,000 followers on TikTok. I was just able to go live and then ending there. I ended with 23K on TikTok, but I didn't really care about that. I mean, yeah, I was making a little bit of money on TikTok. One of my old friends there put me on like promo IO or something like that. So I was able to do promo videos and make a lot of money in content. I made a lot of money in tips also, which was great sometimes. But yeah, I would do promos. I made my own TikTok, and like I know that there was a girl. She would send us calendars, and she would tell us like, "Oh, hey, we need these posts for Instagram for the week or for the month," and we would get posted on the orders page in my town where I worked. I'm not gonna say, because they're still using my fucking pictures, but It's okay. And I have an old shirt, by the way. And so, for I was talking about, oh yeah, money and social media. And I did gain quite a bit of people following on Instagram, not much. My Instagram got hacked around that time, so I had to start over on the new Instagram, which is the one I have now. I don't even have 1,000 followers. I don't give a fuck. But, um, let's see. That's the social media part. I know that a photographer would come in almost fucking damn near every day and order the same shit. His name, we're just gonna say Barry, okay? And he was annoying as fuck. I always take pictures, but you know me, I'm a camera hoe. So I was like, boom, let's take some pictures. You know, I don't mind. For pictures for me, professional. I like being in front of the camera, so hence YouTube career. So I would got these professional pictures made, and they look really fucking good. And a lot of girls didn't want to take pictures, but I was always like, hey, I don't know much about. I want professional pictures, so whatever. Um, so I had that. Okay, now we could talk about the actual job first. So working there, it was okay. Serving, if you haven't served before, it's pretty fucking easy. There, it's even easier. So I tend to do doubles every day. So tip wise, I'd make like sometimes 800 a night. Sometimes I would do like I would come home with fucking nothing. I would leave. It'd be not busy on a fucking Tuesday. I don't want to be mean, but half the girls in my fucking location were ugly as fuck, so nobody wanted to come in and see them anyway. They had no ass, no hooters, no boobs, nothing. And like I said, I'm not putting anybody down. I'm talking about the bitches who are mean to me. Okay. And sometimes I would leave. Like I did a double one day, and I was like, they were like, until you can go home. No, I'm gonna try to get some money. So I think I had literally like 17 cents in the day shift, and then I did a double, and I worked until 1 a.m. Had to close, didn't leave till about 2, and I made around like 900. And you do have to tip out the bartender. You gotta, do some little tip outs to the host or whatever. Um, and yeah, so I know that working there, a lot of men had wives and kids. Sometimes would even bring them like in there, like literally, what the fuck. And you don't really see a lot of girls come eat and sit down in there, which obviously, I mean, who want to? So, but I don't know who would come to my location anyway because they have roaches and centipedes. Yeah, I mean, a tiny girl killed a centipede and I was scared as fuck for my life. And yeah, so half the people came in there and ate were either teenagers or fucking old ass pervs. I remember this one guy, we're gonna call him Joe. He would come and sit, and my friends would like that would be his regulars. I never had regulars. People didn't like me. I was a bitch. No, it's just cause I don't give a fuck. You're not gonna talk to me like you're crazy. Yeah. And so he would come, sit down with my friends. They would eat, we'd all go over there. I'm talking old as fuck with kids, wife, everything. And we'll just tip them 300, 300, 100, 200, 550, 500, 600. And I'm like, it's about every day. And then you would know when some started to go a little broke, they wouldn't come for a few days and they'd come back and whatever. And girl, just know working there, the customers are gonna be fucking ridiculous. Some aren't. Some are. Some are trying. No, you're not allowed to touch. Can't touch anybody. Most of the time the managers are men. I guess for protection. But they weren't protecting shit. They weren't protecting shit. And so no. Okay, my mic just fucking died. As y'all see. So we're gonna continue. And I want to say that some of them, were just pervs and. Okay, my mic died, but I'm back. TikTok shop mics, by the way. So a lot of the customers there are like kind of bullshit. Really don't care about you. Try to get you in their bed, in their car, whatever. But they're not supposed to touch you. Not supposed to like go that far. But literally, I literally had a group of teenagers come in, boys of course, come in there like I was sweeping. It was time to close, like get out. Like people would always stay past time. Where like the they didn't like the dining room be closed. So I was stripping, and one night they were like, yeah, bitch, spin around that fucking broom like a pole, bitch. Like, bitch, remember when we're not strippers. We serve fucking chicken. We serve chicken and beer, not strippers. And that was always like a conception of like a Hooters girl was like, oh, they're strippers or sluts. And, you know, a lot of people had boyfriends, had girlfriends that worked there, had all this kind of relationships and things. So, I mean, it just depended on the girl. Some girls worked there just because they wanted some sugar daddies, but I was not one of them. Girl, no. I did argue with a lot of customers. I did cuss a lot of people out, hence why I don't work there no more. I want to get into management. Management was the worst and god-awful management I have ever seen in my life. Managers and Hooter girls would have like relations, and it would be like a whole thing, and I'm not going too much into detail about that. It was a lot, and they just were showing favoritism. You know, me personally, I felt like I really never got shown any favoritism, anything. I felt like I was always like kind of like an outcast, but I was like one of the best ones who worked there, and it was always just like a competition every day I came into work. Like, you know, I would try to like, you know, like not win the manager side over, but you know, try to be like not a pick me, but like a teacher's pet, because you don't want to be that odd bitch out. And so yeah, I would always, you know, do like sections sometimes. We all took turns doing that. I had a lip gloss company. I still do, Lady Cosmetics, while I was working there. So a lot of the girls would support and buy my products, and it was nice. I had a few best friends while I worked there. But obviously it did not end well because I don't speak to none of them bitches no more. I follow some of them on Instagram and TikTok and whatever still, you know, they're cool. But I would never, like, hang out with them no more. I would never. And I think we're just gonna stop there and we're gonna go towards, the friends/social media side of it all. So, some of the girls I was friends with did have a little following, and I don't want y'all to go searching them up or looking for them because they were truly really good people and nice girls. And I wish them the best, even though they didn't wish me the best, but it's okay. I quit. When I quit, the really close friend group that I had abandoned me, and I really thought that we were closer than that. And I had some life complications that happened, and I was calling, telling them about it, and they were just like, oh, you don't work there no more? Oh, okay, yeah, bye. And, you know, I made a super close best friend, and, you know, a lot of them are moms now, and it was just a time in my life where I felt like I could have friends. I've never really had like a big friend group. I've never really had a best friend. Can't find one worth a damn. Or like I'm married now. I don't have time for all that whole shit. Don't got time. And that's all them girls were, kinda. Some of them, not all of them. But they were just really fake. Some would be like, oh, you're only hanging out with them just so you can get TikTok followers. Like, no, bitch, I don't give a fuck. Like, I truly just wanted to grow like a little sisterhood, you know, friends. And I did with some, but some more than others. And some were jealous when I got friends with some. And it was just always a high school thing. Like, girls would come in like, oh, I know you because you blah, blah, blah. Like, bitch, no, you don't. Shut your fucking mouth. It was always like something. Like, I could literally never skip nothing there. But I did do pretty good TikToks, pretty good stuff. You know, body was tea. It was cute and fun. But as far as like some of the girls who worked there, literally, like, ugh, I just can't even. If you really want me to go in depth, then comment on exactly what you want me to talk about. I just don't really want to say too much because I don't want any drama. I don't want any problems. And if any girl that I worked with that, you know, I'm so cool with you or whatever, that I work with you at that Uber location and you want to come I think I do got 2 mics, and we could talk about it. And I don't even know, y'all. It's just so much that went on there. But I guess we can kind of talk about like the staff. Maybe we talked about management. They're fucking shit. They're fucking ass. Like we could talk about because I do want to do part 2 and part 3 and part 4. So whatever you guys want to know, comment down below and let me know. I'll be fucking happy as fuck to talk about it. So yeah, till next time.